It's only about 2 more steps that way. Hey, do you need help getting some of your car?
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we just thank you and we praise you for this opportunity we have to gather together tonight, Father, as a school, as a family, as a community. Father, we ask that throughout the program tonight, Father, that you would be glorified, and that as we transition from this chapter to the next, that we would glorify you in all that we say and do. For it's in the name of Christ we pray. Amen. Amen. You may be seated.
Tonight is a special celebration. It is a moment to recognize and honor the incredible achievements of our seniors as they prepare to take the next step beyond high school. Whether they're heading to college, entering the workforce, joining the military, or pursuing another path, we are proud of each one of them and are excited for the bright futures that are ahead. This evening is a powerful reminder of what can happen when a community comes together. We are deeply grateful to the local businesses, organizations, and individuals who generously donate scholarships each year. Thank you all for being here, for what you do for our kids in our community. Your support makes a lasting impact in the lives of our students and helps open doors for other opportunities. To our parents and families that are here tonight to celebrate your seniors, thank you. Thank you for being present for your kids. Thank you for all that you have done to support Holdenville schools along through the years. We appreciate each and every one of you. Your love and encouragement and constant support have helped guide these seniors to where they are here today. So at this time, let's celebrate our seniors. We would like to invite Abi Kazee up to the podium.
On behalf of Security State Bank, we would like to congratulate the entire graduating class this year. And we would like to award 3 $500 scholarships to Reagan Crawford, Allison Inselman, and Riley Gaines.
We're going to go out of order just a little bit. We have a couple of people that need to be some places. So before the next person, I want to say, if we would, when you receive an award, seniors, if you will come up on this side and come around, receive your award, and then go over to get your picture taken. And then the presenters, if you would, when it's your turn, we'll announce a couple of you at a time for the sake of speeding this up a little bit, because it's going to be a long assembly. And while they're taking pictures, the next person can go ahead and announce their awards, and maybe that'll make us go a little faster. Before we do our military recognitions, Ms. Williams has some honor cords that she needs to present.
My name is Ms. Williams, and I am the sponsor for our Holdenville chapter of National Honor Society. So our juniors and sophomores received their certificates this morning at our morning assembly, and our seniors are going to receive their certificates along with their white pendant that they will wear with their graduation gown. Just so you know, NHS is about scholarship, leadership, service, and character. These seniors have maintained at least a 3.7 GPA, and I have 27 in this class. Usually I have about 10 or 12. I have 27. They were a phenomenal group when it came to academics. I'm very proud. So come up on that side, and Ms. Richmond will give you your certificate and your pendant. Shelby Barchi, JoJo Carter, Abby Coates, Nathan Coleman, Melody Cruces, Dallas Davenport, Anaya De La Rosa, Jace Dockery, Quentin Dustin, Cotton Ford, Riley Gaines, Colson Hall, Christopher Harjo, Kalina Harper, Braden Heath, Malachi Henderson, Noah Higgins, Allison Inselman, Sawyer Jeffrey, Natalie Jennings, Autumn Lindsay, Jenna McCoy, Abigail Phillips, Tyrell Phillips, John Richmond, Isabella Smith, and Olivia Taylor.
At this time, we would like to invite Sergeant Ward to come up and recognize our seniors who are going into the military.
Good evening, and like she said, my name is Sergeant Ward. I've been the recruiter for the National Guard here at Holdenville for going on 4.5 years now. But just a great honor to be here this evening with you guys, and I'll try not to take too much time. But I'm going to do something just a little bit different. We're going to do another presentation. No, I'm just kidding. Right? Just kidding. But I would like to do something just a little bit different. I want to recognize two of the center of influence people. Man, if I could, I would give an award or recognition to every single one of the teachers. They're the real heroes, right? They don't wear uniforms and a lot of medals, but they put time and time, day after day, hours invested in the young people here, and just much appreciated, because I wouldn't be here had it not been for teachers like the ones that you have here, principals, and the staff that is here. Just thankful for the opportunity and the way that Holdenville has made me feel like this is home. So I really appreciate that. And the first person I would like to recognize this evening is Sam Crosby. So with this, we were thinking, and we were talking in the office just a few minutes ago, they say you recruit people like you. I don't know that is true. I never was in the band. But I have recruited more band individuals, so I guess if you want to keep your kid out of the military, don't let them be in the band. Yeah, just kidding. But Mr. Sam, this says, for outstanding achievement in leadership excellence, which led to the award of Center of Influence. with your ability to influence others to accomplish the mission, providing purpose, direction, motivation in and out of the classroom, and the Oklahoma Army National Guard commends you for your dedication to educating youth in Oklahoma, making for a better future. No, he hasn't necessarily promoted the military, but at the same time, the things that you teach these young people, the characteristics for the young people to stand up and say, you know what, I want to be a part of that, and I want to appreciate it and recognize it. If you'll wait just a second. The next individual I would like to recognize is Casey Carter. She's not here. Is she sick? All right. The same is for Miss Casey. Just outstanding achievement this year, and the same states the same outstanding achievement, leadership, and excellence, which led to the award of Center of Influence. With your ability to influence others and accomplish the mission, providing purpose, direction, and motivation in and out of the classroom, the Oklahoma Army National Guard commends you for your dedication to education and educating the youth in Oklahoma, making for a better future. I just want to recognize her as well. Now for the young people who have joined the National Guard, for those of you who do know, or for those maybe who don't know, joining the National Guard, right? Try to teach these young people and educate them on the fact that joining the National Guard is not a last resort. These individuals that joined this evening, or they didn't join this evening, but they joined this year and being recognized this evening, it wasn't a last resort, right? These kids have ambitions and plans and goals and dreams, and the National Guard gets to act as that foundation for them to pursue their dreams and goals without the financial burden or weight on their shoulders. At the same time, they're citizen soldiers. They are the ones that stand ready to protect us in time of natural disaster or time of war, if need be. And these young people deserve all the recognition and then some that I can't give, but just for their commitment to do this. And the first individual I'd like to recognize this evening is Private Reagan Irby. So Private Reagan Irby has already been promoted since she's enlisted. She enlisted as a PV1, just the lowest level that you can get in, right? But she has then since been promoted to PV2, and just being able to get promoted in the military is a big thing, right? It's hard. There's other young people trying to do it at the same time, and just to prove through hard work and dedication that they have what it takes to rise through the ranks. And I just want to recognize you this evening. And on her plaque here it says, from the Oklahoma Army National Guard, on behalf of the Holdenville High School faculty and staff, would like to congratulate you on your completion of high school and your enlistment into the Oklahoma Army National Guard. With entitlement of the GI Bill, federal tuition, and full ride state tuition to include books and fees up to a master's degree to any state-funded institute of your choice. Congratulations. The next individual I would like to recognize is Private First Class Taylon Tucker. So, the National Guard gives you the opportunity to be able to join the military while you're still in high school and start collecting a paycheck. Your contract starts immediately, and Private Tucker, she did just that. Always trying to rearrange things. But she did just that this last year. She joined while still a junior in high school, And the National Guard allows you to join as a junior at 17 years old and start collecting a paycheck, because we believe that your enlistment is worth being recognized and being paid for. So as it states on her plaque as well, from the Oklahoma Army National Guard, on behalf of Holdenville High School faculty and staff, would like to congratulate you on your completion in high school and your enlistment into the Oklahoma Army National Guard. With entitlement of the GI Bill, federal tuition, full ride state tuition, to include books and fees up to a master's degree of any state-funded institute of your choice. Congratulations. And as you noticed, I stated that she is a private first class. So with that, she's done, not only has she worked through the ranks, showing that she can pass the test as well, she's been promoted twice since she's been in, and also influencing other young people to join the military as well, right alongside of her. So congratulations, and I'm very proud. One more, I promise. And this last individual, I tell you, while he makes his way up here, Private Dallas Davenport. So like I said earlier, I've been recruiting for about 4.5 years, but I tell you, I'm horrible with names and knowing who is related to who. And so I did a presentation, I believe, if this is how this goes, correct me if I'm wrong. I did a presentation and Dallas showed interest, and so I texted him and I'm like, hey man, you showed a little bit of interest, is this something you want to do? And he's like, absolutely. And I was like, all right, well, since you're 17, I'm gonna have to talk to your parents. And he's like, well, I need to talk to my dad because he's the superintendent. I'm like, oh man, can't screw this one up. I gotta make sure I do the right thing. No, in all honesty, I try to do the right thing every time. But talk about sweating bullets going into that interview. Like, normally I'm a little bit more confident. I can say, you know what, if I can convince the young person and they get their parent to be there, I can explain the Guard in a way in which it just makes sense and the parents get on board about 90% of the time, right? And I mean, I tell you, both, having your parents sit there, I was nervous as I'll get out, and I'm thinking, man, this is gonna be a hard sell. And so he's crunching numbers in front of me and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, this is, we're going over the facts and everything, and just to say, man, it wasn't necessarily easy for you to get in. You had to come over some hurdles, but I'm proud of you. You've done a good job, showed up to drill, and just been faithful in doing the little things. And you've been promoted since you've been in through your Stripes for Skills, doing a good job showing that you have what it takes to do the right thing. And so I'm going to read this real quick and be done here. From the Oklahoma Army National Guard, on behalf of Holdenville High School faculty and staff, would like to congratulate you on your completion of high school and your enlistment into the Oklahoma Army National Guard. With entitlement of the GI Bill, federal tuition, full ride state tuition, to include books and fees up to a master's degree, to any state-funded institute of your choice. Congratulations, and I'm very proud of you. Thank you very much. You guys have a wonderful night.
Okay, next on our agenda before we start our local scholarships, Mr. Bennett is here from Seminole State College. We will So he's got some college scholarships, and then after him, there's a few more that I'll present from other colleges.
Hey, how's everyone doing tonight? Good. Okay, so these are our Seminole State scholarships. I have 3 to give out tonight. And first, let me say that My name is Jonathan Bennett. I am the Garrett Director at Seminole State. Last year I was the high school counselor. Testing. Okay, there we go. But I wanted to just congratulate the seniors and all of your accomplishments. I'm extremely proud of you. Congratulate the families that have guided them and helped them make their decisions and be able to get to this point. Our first award is the SFC Academic Scholarship, and I have two that I'm going to give out. To receive this award, the student must have an ACT score of 19 or higher and a minimum GPA of 3.0 from high school. This scholarship awards $2,000 over 4 semesters. Please acknowledge this year's SFC Academic Scholarship recipients Tristan Goodman and Colby Long. All right, and then this last one is our salutatorian scholarship. The salutatorian scholarship is awarded to a student that is obviously the salutatorian, but it is $4,000 over 4 semesters. Please acknowledge that this year's salutatorian scholarship recipient is Jay Stockery. On behalf of President Reynolds from Seminole State College and the faculty and staff of Seminole State, we want to offer congratulations to our scholarship recipients and the entire Holdenville class of 2025.
Seniors, there's several college scholarships, and as I call your name, if you'll come up, and Ms. Richmond will give you your certificate and take a picture real quick, and I'll just keep announcing. The first one is not actually a college scholarship, but it is a recognition. This is from the Masonic Charity Foundation. There is a senior essay contest, and I think I talked about it this morning. There were 87 schools and 500 and something, over 500 essays that were entered. And our local person that won was first place, and that went to Noah Higgins. Noah Higgins is also getting a couple of scholarships from OBU, or Oklahoma Baptist University. The first one is a Bison Pact scholarship in the amount of $37,000 per year, totaling $148,000. The second is an academic scholarship to OBU for $15,000. The next college that I would like to present scholarships for is OU, University of Oklahoma. The first one is an $8,000 scholarship over 4 years, and it's called the Sour, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Sour Award. Sower Award, and it is presented to Dallas Davenport. The next OU award is the Harry and Betty Diamond Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $18,000, and that goes to Allison Inselman. Allison is also getting the Sower Award for $8,000 over 4 years. She is also getting the President's Leadership Class Award for $1,250. And the last college scholarship to recognize is Rose State College, and this scholarship is for a tuition waiver of $1,000 per semester, and it goes to Isabella Smith. So we will go ahead and start our local scholarships at this time. So we'll have First United and then Sovereign Bank to present their scholarships.
On behalf of First United Bank, we'd like to award our scholarship to Isabel Smith.
Every year at Sovereign Bank, we try to pick an outstanding boy and girl, and this year we were so blessed to be able to give 5 scholarships away, ranging from $500 to $250. The first one is Noah Higgins. The second one is Zane Peters. Abby Phillips. Isabella Smith.
We have one more that I guess I will present. I was gonna try not to cry. Allison Insulin is gonna receive the last one. This is an honor for me. I sat right here 8 years ago and couldn't imagine where I'm at now, and now it's her turn, and I'm just very proud to be here and get to do this, and I want to congratulate all of you guys, and I've known a lot of you since you were little because of Allison, so I just want to say congrats and good luck, and hang in there.
While they're getting their pictures, next we will have the ESA scholarship along with the Farm Bureau, and then Loaves and Fishes to follow her.
Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Beck and I am here to present 2 scholarships this evening. The first scholarship is from ESA. We are a women's organization here in town, and we give a scholarship each year to one outstanding young lady who wrote a handwritten essay about how they feel they can make an impact on their community. And I know in this day and age, asking for handwritten is asking a lot. So we had a lot of good entries for those, and that was a hard decision. The other scholarship I'm giving is on behalf of our board of directors for Hughes County Farm Bureau. The ESA scholarship for $300 goes to Melody Cruces. And the $500 Hughes County Farm Bureau scholarship goes to Allison Inselman.
We're able to give two $1,000 scholarships on behalf of the Loaves and Fishes. There are two young men who are there every month at the food bank that have begun to realize, like we have, working for the Lord. We didn't realize that was so much work. Those baskets weigh sometimes 70 pounds, and these guys are there every time, and they're able to pick those things up and throw them in those cars, and we have a lot of fun doing that. The two young men that I want to recognize tonight are Noah Higgins and Zane Peters.
Next up, we will have the Low Haley Scholarship, followed by the Gary LaValle Memorial. Okay, sorry, I should have already been in line. So tonight I want to present a scholarship to a special young lady that was in my class, and not just because she was in my class. She really wrote a great essay that really touched my heart. You know, and the way this scholarship came about was, you know, I've been thinking about it for a long time. I've been in education for a long time. I haven't been a teacher for a long time, but I've been in education. And so I've really been thinking about it, and last year I just kind of took the plunge and jumped in, and I thought, I'm just going to do it. And so last year was my first year giving a scholarship. This year, whenever I think about it, you know, it just really touches my heart to give somebody a leg up. You know, it's not a lot, it's $500, but I'm hoping that it helps her through her college. Well, I can't say years because it's only $500 for first semester, I guess. So anyway, hopefully you can go out and eat and not just eat ramen, I guess, for that first couple of weeks. But, you know, whenever I was growing up, I didn't even get to live. I don't want to cry. All right, where'd she go? I'm going to be like the lady back here. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to be a flight attendant. And, of course, I veered off and flew in a whole different direction, and here I am in education. Well, maybe not. They serve and I'm serving, so I guess it's almost the same. But nevertheless, it's just to give somebody a little bit of a leg up, and I just want to tell Tristan Goodman that I'm very proud of you.
Casey LaValle. I'm here to give the Gary LaValle Memorial Scholarship. Those of you that knew my dad knew that he was all about education. Some of you may have had him as a teacher. If you did, you're old. And some of you, a lot of you, I know a bunch of you had him as the high school principal right here. You're not old, because I'm one of those. So, but he was all about education. He wanted every student to succeed in the classroom at all costs. And he was also all about being involved in extracurricular activities, and especially athletics. He loved athletics, and he wanted to have every student not just play athletics or be involved in something, but to excel in that as well. And after visiting with my 3 brothers and my mother, we found one that fits the description to a T. It was kind of neat because I actually got to coach this person. And so the Gary LaValle Memorial Scholarship, in the amount of $500, goes to Bella Smith.
So next we will have the Tom James Memorial Scholarship, and then the Hughes County Conservation District Scholarship, and then the USA Little League Scholarship.
So you probably know that Tom and I were pretty different. I read everything that I could get my hands on from the time I could recognize letters and words. And my Uncle Jerry can support that. Getting in trouble for reading when I was supposed to be doing other things. My husband was not a reader unless he was interested in it, and so he loved the Lord, so he was faithful to his Bible study. And he also loved OU and Green Bay, so if he was reading, that was it. So one book that he read was a book about Bud Wilkinson, written by his son. And if you didn't know, Tom had an uncle who played football under Bud Wilkinson, so that's a little bit of our family lore that you may not know. He was very proud of that. But this was some advice from that book that Tom shared with a lot of people over the years, and it was Bud Wilkinson's business philosophy, but I think it applies to where you're going in the world, and I just want to share that with you because I think if he were here to tell you anything, this is what he would say. Know yourself and your potential. See yourself without illusion. Learn what is important to you. Discover what gives you pleasure and satisfaction. Choose as your life work that which you enjoy. Joy in your work is essential to business and personal success. Resolve to give your clients, employers, or employees your best at all times and apply the golden rule to every business situation. Only when you know you are filling your potential and acting honorably can you find peace of mind in your work. Have the courage to do what is right. Believe in what you represent and help others discover how your product or service can assist them in attaining their goals, not yours. Take pride in how you do your job. See how your contribution affects the whole. Strive for consistent improvement. Walk the extra mile. Make the extra call. Make sure the competition gives up before you do. Help your client, employer, or employee any way you can. It's intrinsically good to do so. It boosts your self-esteem, and it puts you ahead of the competition, most of whom are looking out for themselves instead of others. Delegate authority along with responsibility. Find the best people for the jobs, and let them get the work done without interference. And don't be afraid to start small. The worth of an enterprise is not determined by its size. And I just wanted to share that with you because I know that he shared those words with a lot of people over the years, and I think he would say that to you. The Tom James Memorial Scholarship will go to 2 young people in the amount of $500, and those are Allison Inselman and Haley Fox.
The next scholarship is the Hughes County Conservation District. And this scholarship, I believe, is in the amount of $250. They were not able to be here this evening. But this scholarship goes to Riley Gaines.
Hello everyone, my name is Rodel Munoz and I'm the Holdenville Little League president. This next scholarship is the Holdenville USA Memorial Scholarship. I got 2 awards to 2 young athletes that have been, they just donated their time when they didn't have to. They were always there for the Little League and they played most of their career. The first one goes to Demaya Olden. Now the second one, Macy, I'm gonna bust you and just start crying right here. It's all right. This second one's really special to me. This kid has played with me for a long time. Even got the nickname Princess at one point. Great kid, I love him. Next award goes to Caden Rogers. Class of 25, congratulations and good luck.
Our next scholarships are going to be the American Legion and the Women's Auxiliary. And we have retired Captain Doyle Templeton here to present those awards for us this evening.
Thank you very much. My wife told me to be brief. Brevity is not one of my virtues, just people knows me. I enjoy talking. I come with you tonight to be the representative for our local Post 32, the American Legion. We've been there since 1930. But I want to share a little story with you. First of all, I sat in this very auditorium in 1960. And I listened to a bunch of what I thought was old people hand out accolades, awards, scholarships, money, sponsors, and everything. I thought they were really old. Today, I am probably the oldest one up here. I'm 83 years old, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the American Legion and the scholarship program. I left there and came back, and I'm going to take you full circle. I spent 25 years in the Marines as an enlisted, a warrant officer, and a commissioned officer. I worked my way up through the ranks, spent 2 years in Vietnam, Purple Heart, 2 recipients of that. The Vietnamese Cross of Gallantry. It was pretty rough. And then I came back to Holdenville with my wife and family. They've been in foreign countries with me, and I've traveled all over the world. And I think I had a pretty good career. But I came back and was a police officer and also served on the school board here in this town. So I've come full circle, and I'm back on this back in this auditorium again to make these presentations. And And that's exactly what I'd like to do right now. First one is $750 to Allie Islam. Now, I'm going to also give out of my own pocket, my special. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. The next one is Nathan Coleman. As I shook this young lady and this young man's hand, I transferred to them a coin, my own personal coin. It's called a challenge coin. And if you're not aware of what a challenge coin is, please Google it. And you will find that we have in the military a tradition that is quite something that's called a challenge coin. This is my own personal one. And it is given to them tonight in special recognition. Thank you.
The next couple of scholarships we will present are the Alec Doherty Scholarship and the Lanny Scroggins Scholarships.
Good evening. My name is Ann Doherty, and I'm the oldest sister of Alec, who this scholarship is named after. He was a 1976 graduate of Holdenville High School. I had a longer speech, but I'm going to get right to the point. I would like to present the two recipients $1,000 for their freshman year, first and second semester. The first recipient is Abigail Phillips. And the second recipient is Isabella Smith.
Good evening. In May of 1967, I was sitting right down here with 104 of my classmates. We had 105. First college class I had 105 kids. One of those kids that was sitting with us was Lanny Scroggins. I'm not going to go into great detail. I understand that you had an assembly here a couple of weeks ago, and it highlighted Lanny and the Murrah bombing building, so I think everybody's pretty much aware of that. So this scholarship was established by Lanny's classmates in 1997, and he was an interesting guy, and I'm not going to go into a lot of his history. I think everybody knows that. It's $1,000, $500 per semester, and you know, I'll tell you on the application for this, you have to write an essay. And it's a First Amendment question on freedom of speech. And I'm a country lawyer down here on Oak Street, about a block, so that's dear to my heart. And we go through a lot of hills and valleys, I guess I'd say, in our country. I think we're kind of in a valley right now. So we're gonna add to that next year, juniors, pay attention, we're gonna add to that question Fourth Amendment and probably a 14th Amendment. 14th is civil rights. The Fourth Amendment deals with due process, and you all hear that on the news every day. You can't just be jerked off the street and hauled off for speaking up with your own opinion. Okay? Don't ever forget that. And I'll tell you right now, applicants, you did a very good job. You understand your First Amendment rights. Understand all your rights. Okay? And I'm much encouraged. The ACT scores have been down for the last couple of years. They're up. You're doing better. And your essays were very good. So this year, the recipient, like I said, it's $1,000. And last year's recipient was Maddie Bell McFarland. So this year we've added two new requirements. One, we will not pay for online college. You can't do all your college online. You cannot do more than half of it. So you need to get on campus with classmates and professors, and we will pay for that. And the second thing, I guess you have to have Bell in your name to win this in the future, because this year's recipient is also Isabella Smith. So Bell Smith.
Okay, next we have the Lions Club Legacy Scholarships, and then following that will be the Masonic Lodge Scholarships, and Ms. Smith has some awards to give out after that as well.
First award goes to Reagan Irby. Only scholarship pays $500. Our second award, Jace Dockery. Our third award is Ty Phillips. And our last award for this year's Haley Beth Cox.
I'm Justin Smith. This is Mr. Felipe Orez. We represent the Holdenville Masonic Lodge. We are giving away 3 scholarships in the amount of $600 to Ms. Reagan Irview, to Noah Higgins, and Mason Hall.
So I started doing esports this year, and I would have handed these out today, but I didn't get them until this afternoon. So I found out something today, that esports has higher academic standards than the National Honor Society. So you have to have a 3.9 or better GPA to be awarded the Academic Excellence Medal for esports. And it says, on behalf of Oklahoma Esports Leagues, I want to extend our sincere congratulations on your academic success and commitment as a student athlete. Balancing the demands of schoolwork with the dedication required to compete at high level of esports is no easy task, and your ability to excel in both is truly commendable. Your achievement is a powerful reminder that esports athletes are students first, but also leaders, problem solvers, and role models in and out of the game. The habits you built through this journey will serve your future endeavors. So they get to have their academic excellent medals for graduation, and it's John Richmond and Ty Phillips.
Okay, the next 3 scholarships that we'll have will be the Holdenville Creek Nation Indian Community Scholarship, the Floyd and Betty Johnson Educational Scholarship, and the Band Boosters Scholarship.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Cassandra Cole. I'm the current Indian Ed Coordinator. I'm pretty honored to present this award on behalf of the Holdenville Creek Indian community. Just a few years ago, I also received a scholarship, and it helped me out tremendously. So tonight, I'm going to award this $1,000 scholarship to Keeja Watson.
I won't linger. I can talk all night about Floyd and Betty Johnson. I was lucky enough to have the best parents in the whole world. They gave 60 years to Holdenville Public Schools. Many of you back there probably, they taught you. You were lucky. They were the best. Anyway, when my dad died, we established a scholarship in his honor, and then my mother has since died, and we are able to give two $500 scholarships every year in their honor, and I hope we get to do it forever. I won't linger because I'll start crying. We have 2 scholarships to give. The Floyd and Betty Johnson Memorial Scholarship go to Tristan Goodman and Zane Peters.
Good evening.
My name's Sam Crosby. Of course, you already saw me up there. But I have 2 scholarships for the Holdenville Band Boosters, the amount of $500 each. And these scholarships go to Abby Phillips and Noah Higgins.
Our next couple of scholarships will be the Kiwanis Club and then the Southeast Title Company Scholarship.
I'll try to be quick. Good evening. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Avery Jones. I'm the Key Club sponsor and Kiwanis president of Holdenville. This is my Kiwanis president and secretary, Katsali Becerra. We will be handing out 2 Kiwanis scholarships today, and I would also like to give out my Key Club pins to my seniors who have been very active in our club and serving our community. This group holds a special place in my heart. Oh my gosh. They were freshmen when I first started teaching here and obtained this sponsor role. For the most part, we have a structure of events that we participate in, but here and there, as our community needs, with last minute notice sometimes, we are able to step in and help. To briefly mention, we were asked to help when the tornado struck last year and great devastation hit our community. We had a good group of students jump in and we helped clean up debris and fix up essentially a really big mess that happened. And it was actually a remodeled home that had been hit in a previous year, the same thing from tornadoes. It was really sad. So we also throw our community Easter egg hunt, little Olympics, Toys for Tots, and a canned food drive. With this group, we went from 30 active members to over 100. That's about 1/3 of our high school. So I'm very proud of this group of seniors. I can't wait to see the amazing things you do in your community, whether it's joining a CKI at your new college, joining our Kiwanis in Holdenville, or wherever you reside. Continue to be a servant to your community, because one day you'll look back and realize it's the community you served that took care of you too and played a big role in the path that got you here. I am not responsible for choosing because I think you're all deserving. So I'm going to call you guys up. I know some of you already came to grab your prints from me, but I'm going to announce all my Key Club seniors, and Katsali will hand out your pins. So if you've already received one, don't grab another one. Okay, and we will start with Lorelei Adam, JoJo Carter, Kyra Castaneda, Abby Coates, Haley Cox, Melody Cruces, Jace Dockery, Tristan Goodman, Kalina Harper, Braden Heath, Malachi Henderson, Allie Enselman, Reagan Irby, Natalie Jennings, Mariah Jones, Colby Long, Jenna McCoy, Abby Phillips, Ty Phillips, Xavier Randall, John Richmond, Anaya De La Rosa, Jenny Sarek, Bella Smith, Olivia Taylor, Zion Todd, Taylor Tucker, KJ Watson, and Jane Williams. We got to 100, y'all. And then I will also be announcing the Southeast Oklahoma Scholarship after these pictures. For our Kiwanis Scholarship recipients, $500 will be awarded with proof of college enrollment. These 2 ladies have been active members of Key Club for all 4 years. They bought in and took initiative with anything asked of them. They went to our Leadership and Education Convention and were officers for Key Club, and were all around great individuals to have in our organization.
I'm proud to announce the first scholarship to go to Natalie Jennings and the second to Allison Insman. Okay, so I have one more, the Southeast Oklahoma Title Scholarship. There was not an application for this one, so parents don't kick your seniors. I will give you some history, as if y'all haven't had enough of that for 4 years. Southeast Oklahoma Title is a title company in town, owned and operated by my mother, Christina Wells. I'm sure a lot of the adults here know that name. When introducing myself, I usually always must include Christina Wells as my mom. And everyone knows who I am quickly. To know her is to love her. She started as a secretary. Her dedication and work ethic was a key in how she made her way to being a businesswoman and entrepreneur. She was blessed to have received her experience with all of the years of working under the beloved Harold Heath. Harold taught her the ins and outs of the title insurance industry and, more importantly, how to jump on opportunities. As her daughter, having the privilege to watch her work and make a name for herself, I'm proud to give this award from her business she has put so much time and work into. This scholarship was awarded to a recipient who is always ready to step in and offers a helping hand, who is kind and has ambition to do something great in her future endeavors. The Southeast Oklahoma Title Scholarship will be awarded to Nathan Coleman for $1,000.
The next scholarship is the Regional Rentals Scholarship. Now I want to make sure, is there anyone here from Regional Rentals? Okay, I didn't think they were able to come this evening, but I wanted to make sure. The Regional Rentals Scholarship is for $500, and this year it goes to Tristan Goodman. The Holdenville Society of Painters and Sculptors, she was not able to stay this evening, but they are giving 2 scholarships, and I believe they are in the amount of $500. You'll have to make sure when you open your envelope. But those go to Abby Phillips and Jace Dockery. The next couple of scholarships will be the John T. Berry Scholarship. And then we have Brother Earl Scroggins here to present. I think there are 3, and they're a little bit out of order. And then after him, we'll do the Orsburn Scholarship.
Good evening. I'm Pastor C.L. Pregos, President of the Tri-County Ministers Alliance here in the great state of Oklahoma. We have a scholarship. We're giving out 2 scholarships actually, but this scholarship is a $1,000 scholarship, given $500 per semester to what we feel is an outstanding student here at Holdenville High School. The scholarship is based on scholarship, leadership, and a pursuit of the Christian life, because we believe that all 3 of these areas that you pursue makes a great leader, a great future leader, and a future leader at this point in our country. And so this year's scholarship, Overseer John G. Berry Scholarship, is given to an outstanding student by the name of Zane Peters. And I read the information that Zane put into us as he applied for this scholarship. I said, I've got to meet this young man because I believe that he has a great future here. And so I'm looking for great things from a great young man.
Zane, just stay up. I appreciate Brother Barry's remarks, how important it is that we are successful in every area of life. I remember the first time, Zane, come on over here and stand by me. I like to feel tall, but I'm not when I stand beside him. I remember when he was just about this tall the first time I met him, running through his grandfather's shop. I never thought he'd amount to anything. But as he came to our church, he began to listen to the call of God in his life. And 3 years ago now, he answered the call to preach the gospel. And that is the highest calling there is. He's going to instruct people how to make heaven their home. We have 3 scholarships. One is from our church called the Bob Duncan Scholarship for $1,000 a year. And so I want to present that to him. The other is from the Progressive Association of Free Will Baptists. It is another $1,000 a year for college. And then the third one is from Randall University. It is a tuition-free scholarship equivalent to about $40,000. And so we're thankful for what Zane has done. He's been doing things here in the school. He's no stranger. He's been up here. I appreciated when he came to me and he said this. He said, I want to start up our Bible study in the school again. Brother Speedy, thank you for being the sponsor. Thank you for helping him. After COVID, everything shut down. He wanted to get it started again. And I appreciate all you guys that were involved in that process. So thank you very much.
We are here tonight to present the Crystal Orsburn Memorial Scholarship. But there's one more person that I want to acknowledge right now, and she's the one who's responsible for this. She came to me after we were married. She said, you know, I want to do something. what do you think about this? And so it's my wife, Vicki Ortman. So if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be standing up here tonight. And she loves these girls so very much, and she's become a nanny to all the grandbabies. But let me tell you just a little bit about us, just a little bit, and I'm not going to be long either. And my name is Jerry Orsberg, and myself and my wife, we graduated from this Holdenville High School ourselves. So my late wife, Crystal, she worked in the high school cafeteria, and she loved working there. She loved giving the kids a hard time. I heard many stories about that. And I know, just right along with us, we want to encourage each and every one of you to keep going on. You know, some of these are memorial scholarships, so you know that we lost a loved one. But you see us up here still going on. You have to go on. So no matter what you battle, you remember you still got it in you also. Get up and go, and you'll accomplish what you have set forth in you. It's dangerous to get us preachers up here, isn't it? But anyway, I'm going to be quiet. But I will say this too, and this will work in your life. Always put God first. He will be your strength when you don't think you have any left. If you'll be good today, be better tomorrow. And God bless this year's recipient of the Crystal Orsberg Memorial Scholarship is Tristan Goodman.
Okay, we are going to be out of order just a little bit again. Next, we will do the shelter insurance, and I believe we have Josh Wilder here. I haven't met you, but it's nice to meet you.
This reminded me sitting there waiting to hear my name called. 33 years ago when I was sitting out here, I was sitting there waiting to hear my name called. I was lucky enough to stand up 14 times that night. I didn't win any awards or scholarships. I just accidentally sat on the end of the row, so I had to let everyone out as they walked by. I think it was Trey that kept coming up winning all the awards. This scholarship is normally given within a 15-mile radius of my office, but this year with special permission, I wanted to give it here in Holdenville. So anyway, it's my pleasure to present this certificate to the winner of the Shelter Insurance Foundation Scholarship awarded this year at Holdenville High School. The winner was selected by an impartial committee who considered academic achievement, leadership, citizenship, moral character, and education goals. The $1,500 scholarship is made possible by Shelter Insurance Foundation, a nonprofit corporation created for charitable and educational purposes, and myself, an agent for the Shelter Insurance Company. The scholarship winner is Natalie Jennings.
Okay, we're going to try to clear the stage. So the Spalding Vintage Equipment Club Scholarship will be next, and then the Linker Legacy and the Lisa Robinson Memorial.
Wow. Sean, you got an armored truck sitting out there waiting for all this. These scholarships are awesome. Spalding Vintage Equipment Club is we're a little group of old buzzards down in Spalding. And we're kind of trying to keep the ag history and machines that contributed to American breadbasket of the world. We started this club over 30 years ago. Been hosting Dizzy Dean Days ever since. Every year we combine our skills and time to restore, that's kind of a broad statement, fix up and paint, a tractor that'll match a brand new implement that is donated by Land Pride Manufacturing out of Great Plains, out of Salina, Kansas. Land Pride's been doing this for about, they started in 12, so they've been doing it about 13 years. And I retired from Land Pride 3 years ago, and we all thought it was over, but it's not. They said, we'll support us as long as we want to do it. So, the winner of this year's scholarship, I don't think she has ever driven an antique tractor. I don't think she's ever painted one. But she has opened our club singing the national anthem. She flipped pancakes at the annual pancake supper. And she was able to do it and smile at a ticket customer. She has helped her IT illiterate grandpa get his PA system working, helped with the parade, many other tasks, just too numerous to mention. Jenna McCoy.
Good evening. Myself and Miss Skipworth are honored to present this award in memory of our beloved classmate, Lystra Robinson. She was a proud member of the class of 2010. Lystra was the kind of person who left a lasting impression on everyone that she met. She led with grace, walked in faith, and always put God first in everything she did. She was kind, compassionate, and always encouraging, constantly lifting others up and inspiring those around her to do their very best. It's only fitting that this award goes to somebody who embodies those very same qualities. Allie Inselman, like Lystra, you lead with a bold strength and you share love freely. You encourage others with bold words and actions. You carry her same spirit and selflessness and purpose. This award is not just in remembrance of her, but it is a celebration of her life, of her legacy, and what she left behind. Sorry. Going after everyone crying, it makes me like, woo. But anyway, we want to say congratulations to you from the class of 2010, and thank you for honoring her memory so beautifully. Graduated from nursing school at East Central. I, like I said, was a part of the class of 2010, and I felt that it was important to give back to our community because I once sat in the seat that you sit in, and although I did not receive any awards that night, I cheered others on. It was the First Baptist Church that then gave me an award later that they didn't want to give up on the stage, and for that I am forever grateful. So that is why I'm here today, giving out the Linker Legacy Scholarship. Most of you know me by Nurse K, and you may or may not know my last name, I'm not really sure, but it's to tribute my husband and myself in the lives that we've poured into what we believe matters most. It's dedication, hard work, determination, and overall heart. My husband is the kind of athlete that you never forget. He gave his whole heart to the game, to every practice, every competition, every opportunity. He earned all state honors, became both a national and world champion in powerlifting, held an American record, and is proudly enshrined in our Hall of Fame. But beyond the titles, what set him apart was how much of himself that he gave with everything that he had. He lived and breathed excellence in athletics and still does to this day, especially in our two boys. While his journey was shaped with physical strength and relentlessness to never give up. Mine was built on academic determination. I could not throw a ball, I could not do anything like that, but I could run for Brownie Harjo. Many of you don't know him, so that's probably a good thing. But I devoted myself to the classroom in a way that he devoted himself to the weight room with focus, grit, and purpose, and together we shared the belief that whether you're on the field or in the books, you give it everything you got, and you'll learn that once you get up from these seats and you graduate, you'll see what you're truly made of. And that's what this scholarship is about. It's about honoring someone who reflects the same spirit, someone who not only excels in athletics, but also approaches their academics and life with drive, humility, and integrity, someone who values their role, leads by example, and leaves it all on the court, in the weight room, on the field, and most importantly, in life. Congratulations to this year's recipient, and I hope that you all give back one day too, Bella Smith. You are exactly the kind of individual that we envisioned when we created this scholarship 6 years ago, and we are proud to honor you today. Keep striving, keep shining, and your future is bright. Thank you all, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
Okay, the next couple of scholarships are the Randy Crawford Memorial Scholarship and the Randy Crawford Agriculture Scholarship.
So I was asked by the Crawford family if I would present these tonight, and I am humbled and honored to do so. I'd like to talk a little bit about Randy. Most of you probably remember Randy. You're a little bit younger, but Randy was real. When you saw Randy, then what you saw is what you got. And through most of his life, things were a struggle. But when he got to his high school years, one of the things that he wanted to be able to do was to graduate high school. And so there was many days that he came to school where he needed to get oxygen. So he would go down to Miss Dotson's room and he would get oxygen, or he would stay here for a couple of hours when he was able, but he wanted to be able to graduate. He didn't have to. He had a terminal illness, but it meant something for him to be here. And so to be a recipient of this, I hope that means something to you, and that going on to whatever it is that you're going to pursue is something that you will stick to, and that you will stay real and true to your roots like Randy did. As a matter of fact, one of the things that he was most passionate about is he wanted to be able to give back. And we've talked a lot about that today, about investing in your community. He invested in his community before younger than you guys sitting here. The day he died, he was buying groceries for someone because he wanted to go and serve families who had children that had cancer, or anybody that had cancer. He was passionate about that, and he was also passionate about ag. He loved it, loved everything about it. And that was his most favorite class that he came to during the day, even though some of his other ones might not have been his favorite, but that one was his favorite, and he loved pouring his soul into that. So the first scholarship is going to be the Ag Scholarship, and I was reading some things. John Weitzman is usually here to be able to present. He was not able to be here, but I was reading something that John had said earlier. It's not what it is that you take with you when you leave this world. It's what you leave behind you when you go. Those are lyrics from a song. But that is so very true. And Randy has definitely left a great legacy behind him. And so our first recipient for the Ag Scholarship is Miss Lorelei Adam. On the certificate, it shows a picture of, I'm assuming that this is his helmet, and it says that the Lord is greater than the giants that I will face. And he lived that every single day. So while Lorelei is making her way up to the stage, I am going to, there are two memorial scholarship winners one of the things, that I'd stated earlier is Randy was real. What you saw is what you got. And in reading the people that filled out the scholarship, AI is great sometimes, but you can pick out when people are being real and genuine. And so these two, when they were reading those applications, felt like that these two stood out for being real and sincere. And so I would like to call Abby Coates and Zane Peters to the stage.
Okay, the rest of these scholarships, they were not able to be here. Making sure before I say that. The Red Hats lady, is Linda here this evening? So the next scholarships that we'll give out are the Tri-County basketball, and they were not able to be here, so we will be presenting those. The first one goes to Allie Inselman for $500. The next one is Isabella Smith for $500. And the third one goes to Demaya Olden for $200. The next one is the Barbie Hoover Scholarship.
While these ladies are taking their pictures. So I am also honored to be giving out the Barbie Hoover Memorial Scholarship. So it is in the amount of $1,000. And so Coach Hoover, most everybody here, did you guys all had Coach Hoover? So Coach Hoover loved kids, loved PE, and she also coached junior high and high school basketball, softball. She was a great lady, probably one of the finest people on this planet. And so her husband and her children are honoring her legacy by continuing on her love, especially for female athletes or females in general. She was girl power all the way. And so tonight, the recipient of the Barbie Hoover Memorial Scholarship is Miss Isabella Smith.
Okay, the next scholarship is the Bobby Lee Loftus Scholarship. There are 2 recipients this year for this scholarship. This scholarship has changed over the last few years, but it is a scholarship that goes to someone who will be attending OU. And the amount this year is going to be $5,000 apiece. And the first one goes to Natalie Jennings. And the second goes to Allison Inselman. While they're taking their pictures, Miss Williams will come up. The next couple of scholarships she will be presenting, and they are the Sean Meek Memorial and the Tyler Merriman Memorial. The Sean Meek Memorial Scholarship have a note here from his brother Stan for me to be able to read. Sean was a great younger brother. He had the added pressure of his older brother having some success in baseball at Holdenville High School and playing at OU. But what I so much appreciated about Sean was that he handled that with class. He didn't want to follow in his older brother's footsteps, but wanted to carve his own path, all the while dealing with kidney disease that would ultimately take his life at 18, shortly after graduation. He was a special person, and my hope and prayer is that everyone who receives this scholarship will strive to carry on the selflessness and character that he showed in his short life. This year, the recipient of the Sean Meek Memorial Scholarship is Mr. Jay Stockery. And it's $2,000. While they're doing that, I'm going to present now the Tyler Merriman Memorial Scholarship. So I am a graduate of 2007. I want to point out to you guys real quick, there was a lot of people up here tonight who said, I sat in those seats, I sat in those seats. Think about that, and if you aren't coming back to this community one day to give back, I hope that you are in another community, in another school district, being able to give back to those individuals the way that you were poured into here. But this individual, Tyler Merriman, was one of my really good friends. He was a year behind me in school, in class of 2008. Tyler was an avid member of the band, very, very talented musician. He loved ag, he loved animals, he was very academic. We had a lot of classes together. We ate lunch together over in that cafeteria every single day my senior year. He was a lot of fun to be around. Tyler sadly was an OSU fan, and I'm Boomer Sooner all the way, but you know, we can still be friends. While he was at OSU, though, he learned that he had cancer, but cancer did not stop him or slow him down. All while undergoing chemo treatments, he would take his backpack and everything with him to class, and he graduated from OSU with an engineering degree. Shortly thereafter, though, Tyler did lose his battle with cancer, but his parents have established a wonderful organization where they give back to individuals who are also struggling with cancer. And they also do a scholarship every year, and this year it's in the amount of $500. And the person who is receiving this is one who also is a lover of ag, and I believe is going to OSU, and one who I hope who will remember to never give up in the face of difficulty, just like Tyler did not, and that is Miss Abby Coates. While I'm standing here, so I don't have to walk back up, I do have not a scholarship to give out, but a cord to give out. So I'm also in charge of the Scholastic Meets here, and this year I had in my Scholastic medals from Murray State, they sent me a blue cord, and I thought I'm not supposed to get cords, but in their envelope. They did something we never had before, in that they are presenting an honor cord to a student who completed concurrent classes with them. So I have an honor cord for one of our 2025 graduates who successfully completed concurrent courses through Murray State College, and this honor cord is being presented to Miss Abby Phillips. The next award that we will be presenting is the Clow Scholarship, and there is something to be read about this scholarship as well. Melvin Clow was one of the best known and respected local leaders in Holdenville during the 1940s and 1950s. At that time, the local post office was located in the Benson Building, now the Visual Lease Building. Mel and his wife Ruby also had a business in the same building where they sold newspapers, tobacco, refreshments, and ice cream. Later on, when the post office moved, the Clows moved their business to where Massad's Boat was located for many years. During the time he was in business, he went to work for the post office and soon became the postmaster. Because of his work in the community, he became one of the most well-known postmasters in Holdenville's history. Among his many honors were most valuable member of the Kiwanis Club, where he served as president 2 different times. The Clows were active members of the First Baptist Church until they moved to Ada after retirement. Mel and Ruby worked hard for youngsters, and this scholarship continues their legacy. While we are not sure if they were HHS alumni, we do know that 25 to 30 years after their deaths, they are still graciously giving to our seniors. And this year, this award goes to Zane Peters and Natalie Jennings. While she's still up here, the next award is the Rosemary Lowther Scholarship. This scholarship is in the amount of $6,000, and it is a scholarship that is coordinated by the Community Foundation of Oklahoma, and it has to go to a Holdenville student. And so this year, this award in the amount of $6,000 goes to Natalie Jennings. The next award is the Wolverine Helping Hand Award. And this year, this award, and it does have $100 that goes with it. This year, we are proud to present this award to Seth Sampson. The next awards that we have will be the Academic Hall of Fame and the Stuco Honor Cord. Ms. Williams. So we'll do the Stuco and the OBI. And we also have some STEM cords that need to be presented, if you want to present those as well.
I have 3 certificates and honor cords to give to 3 individuals who have donated 6 or more times at our local blood drives. And each time that you donate, you can save up to 3 lives. So 6 times or more, we might have been saving up to 18 lives, who knows. Olivia Grissinger, John Richmond, and Olivia Taylor. I'm going to go ahead and call up the student council for theirs. Lorelei Adam, Abby Coates, Colson Hall, Kalina Harper, Braden Heath, Allie Inselman, Natalie Jennings, Colby Long, Zane Peters, and Bella Smith are our student council members of the class of 2025.
This is Miss Orso. Miss Orso is, she has been doing STEM. So our senior STEM members who are qualifying, they are receiving a cord is Mr. Dallas Davenport, Natalie Cruzes, Taylor Tucker, Jonathan Cisco, Kyler Castaneda, Noah Higgins, and Miss Kalina Harper.
Okay. I just wanted to recognize the students who earned the eligibility for the Oklahoma Promise Scholarship. It is actually a tuition waiver, so if you will just stand where you are, and we will recognize you. So this year, our Oklahoma Promise students are Lorelei Adam, Shelby Austin, Joffrey Carter, Kyra Castaneda, Abby Coates, Nathan Coleman, Reagan Crawford, Armani Ferguson, Riley Gaines, Noah Higgins, Natalie Jennings, Mariah Jones, Autumn Lindsay, Turner Knuckles, Demaya Olden, Zane Peters, Abby Phillips, Ty Phillips, Jenny Sarek, Brett Sykes, Case Sykes, and Jordan Stafford. So we want to recognize you because you have to take certain classes, you have to maintain a certain GPA to keep that scholarship, and you guys have done that, so we applaud you for that. So thank you. So the amount is going to be dependent on where they go, but the average, for an average scholarship tuition, that scholarship amount comes to $578,000 and change. The next thing I would like to recognize is the Wes Watkins Technology Center scholarships. That's changed a little bit. So anyone who graduates from a high school in their, I'll say, catchment area is eligible for a $2,500 scholarship, which basically pays for a program there. And this year, with our seniors, that amount would be $197,000. So the next award that we would like to recognize is our Honor Students Awards. And then we'll do our all-around HHS boy and girl. Before I do that, we did have an award that was not given last night that I would like to recognize this evening real quick. It is the Athletic Hall of Fame for softball and basketball. And this year that goes to Isabella Smith. Coach Johnson, are you in here? Would you like to take a picture?
Ms. Williams, would you come to the stage? Our trustee assistant, Ms. Elizabeth Williams. At this time, we are going to recognize our honor seniors, and so they will be wearing these blue and gold cords for graduation. We have our valedictorians have Ms. Phillips, Natalie Jennings, Isabella Smith, Allie Inselman, Jenna McCoy, and Ashley Kelly. Our salutatorians to recognize is Mr. John Richmond, Jace Godfrey, Melody Cruces, Abby Coates, and Autumn Lindsay. Out of these individuals that are on the stage, everyone here has a 4.0 or above. As our honor seniors are exiting the stage, our final awards this evening will be to the HHS All-Around Boy and All-Around Girl. This year, ladies first, our All-Around Girl for HHS is Miss Isabella Smith, and our All-Around Boy is Zane Peters. While these guys are coming to the stage, I would like to invite Mr. Davenport for the closing remarks to tonight's ceremony. And I will say, the one thing that I learned tonight is, who knew that Macy Inselman would cry before Beth Black?
as all around seniors take their pictures. On behalf of the Board of Education, if you are sitting here in the audience with us, the administration, the entire faculty, we would like to thank all the parents, the grandparents, the family members for all the support and dedication you do for Holdenville schools. Without your help and support, this wouldn't be possible. Also, the entire community and area businesses and churches and everyone that gives the scholarships to all of our graduating seniors. We are so blessed to have so much of support from this community to be able to support you guys in your future endeavors. We thank you so much for everything you've done for the Holdenville schools, you seniors. We appreciate all you've done. Congratulations with all the money. Parents kind of hit them up. Some of them's going to have a lot of money kind of help you out. Maybe they will pay for dinner tonight for you instead of you paying for dinner one last time to do that. Either that or Miss Richmond and I are going to see if they can buy us dinner, one or the other. But congratulations to you. We wish you the very best in everything you do. This is one of the most important ceremonies besides Friday night that we do throughout the entire school system, because this shows how much hard work, dedication you've put into your academics and your excellence of what you do. And we greatly appreciate all the effort that you've done. Have a good evening. We'll see you Friday.